Just 4 days away from the election day, both candidates are taking their campaigns to the Midwest today. Joe Biden is making his closing arguments at drive-in events where some people get out of their cars and surround the stage. By contrast, President Trump is holding packed rallies where many of his supporters are shoulder to shoulder and do not wear masks.
The new campaign swings come after the worst day on record for new coronavirus cases in this country. The U.S. reported more than 88,000 cases, shattering the previous daily high. That's the backdrop for Ed O'Keefe, who is following the campaign. Ed, what's the state of the race as we head into the final weekend?
Well, good morning, Anthony. We're here in New York outside an early voting site that stretches 2 blocks. They just opened the door. Scenes like this repeating themselves all across the country today, and the candidates making last-minute outreach to those who may have yet to make up their mind. Today, they spent time in the same Midwestern battleground states. On Thursday, they spent time in a much warmer place, Florida.
I'm thrilled to be here in our home state, Florida.
On Thursday, the president and Joe Biden rallied their supporters in Tampa, Florida.
Hello, Tampa!
Tampa is part of the critical Central Florida corridor that often decides statewide elections. The rallies were starkly different in messages and visuals. At Biden's smaller drive-through rally, he slammed the president for holding yet another one of his bigger rallies earlier in the day with few masks and no social distancing.
Donald Trump just had a super spreader event here again. They're spending more than just coronavirus. He's spreading division and discord.
You know the bottom line, though? You're going to get better. You're going to get better. If I can get better, anybody can get better.
Not only did the president again downplay the virus, which is surging across the country, he also encouraged measures not being followed at his own rallies.
If you get close, wear a mask. Always controversial. It's not controversial to me. You get close, you wear a mask. Social distance.
Mr. Trump also boasted about the record economic growth in the third quarter.
This is the biggest event in business in 50 years. Nobody's ever seen a number like this.
Under President Trump,
His campaign quickly unveiled a new ad to tout the numbers.
Whoa! Look at that. The economy growing at a record 33.1%.
But more than 12 million Americans are still without a job, and the economy is still not back to its pre-pandemic highs. Economists warn it's weakening again as coronavirus cases climb.
I'm not going to shut down the economy. I'm not going to shut down the country. I'm going to shut down the virus.
But Biden had to cut his Tampa event short.
God bless you all.
Because of the rain. While the president was forced to postpone a rally in Fayetteville, North Carolina due to high winds and rain left over from Tropical Storm Zeta. Earlier in the day, some supporters at his Tampa rally had to be escorted out amid hot, humid temperatures.
And yet another example of how the pandemic is upending everything, but especially in this case, elections. Iowa, where Biden is headed today, is one of those states that has had to consolidate hundreds of polling sites into a smaller number of locations out of concern with the pandemic. But elections officials there and across the country are hoping that because so many people continue to vote early, that the lines on election day at least won't be that bad. I tell you guys, you'd think we were covering a tropical storm in Manhattan this morning, but it is inspiring. Well, that sounds cliche, but it's true. Inspiring to see so many people in line this morning. Stretches 2 blocks into the middle of Manhattan. These people have been waiting more than an hour to vote. And again, we're seeing this all over the country.
No, there is a feeling that when you get in those lines, when you get that ballot and you fill it out, there is a feeling and it's worth it. So people should stick with it. Ed, thank you very much. We appreciate it.